Hey guys, Matt with Income Options Trading here on Friday, January 3rd. First full week, which was just 2 days of 2025 for trading. Ended up today 490 on 2 trades, so can't complain. If we just go back to my history here, I started this account this week. I am up 1790 before fees. Just over $50 in fees, so just over $1,700 in the first week, so can't complain, especially that's only 4 days, so about just over $400 a day. Can't complain for that start to the year. So if we look at today, it was kind of an interesting open. So I intended to put on a reverse iron fly because the VIX was lower overnight. The S&Ps were up like 30 handles, I think, this morning. And so I went into look at the reverse iron fly here with the 5900 being the center and going 30 wide on both sides. And it was going for like a $21 debit or 21 point debit. So I decided, or maybe it was even 22 point debit. Yeah, it was 22 points because it was like an $8. It was a risk 22 to make 8. And I just didn't like that. I'd prefer it be below 20. So I ended up not putting on the reverse iron fly, and the premiums were pretty juiced. So I decided to put on a regular Iron Condor. And if we look at my trades here, I had the I'll go to activity. So on the call side, it was 59.65. So off the top here was my short call. So wasn't really ever tested, but I would have also had a full winner if I would have put on the reverse iron fly, because 59.30 would have been the long, so I would have had an $800 winner if I would have done that trade per the parameters. But just didn't like it today. I thought we wouldn't get this much of a rally, but it is what it is. Ended up doing all right today. And then short put spread in the afternoon just after 1 o'clock. 59.20 was the short put, 50 wide. And this one, I usually would stop on a full candle below that mark there. Was never tested. The market had some back and forth in the morning and then up throughout the day. So if we look at the VIX, it's all got crushed today. So the open was around here, so we opened up lower overnight, and then we did have a little bit of a vol pump in the morning, so my trade was actually down right away. So I put it on here on this initial burst up. I was down like $100 on the Iron Condor. So so the volatility was kind of back and forth right away, but then throughout the day it just got crushed. So I'm hoping next week, if we do have volatility down overnight, that the reverse iron flies might be a little bit more affordable. But we'll see. So I just thought that was interesting. They really took out the weekend. It's if we look at the day chart over time here, so we're coming back to about where we were on this big up day here on the 18th. So coming back to where we were at, kind of the lower end pre-election, and a little bit on the higher range post-election up until that December 18th date. So we'll see what that brings. Next week we have off on the 9th. That is stock market is closed for the former U.S. President Carter. I don't know if futures will be open, but I know the cash markets will be closed. So any SPX options on the 9th will actually close to the 8th closing price. So basically the 8th and the 9th are the same thing. We look at news here. I just have it up on the side. Major news for next week, Monday, nothing high impact. Tuesday, there's a couple things on at 9 o'clock for PMI and job openings. Wednesday morning, 7:30 Central Standard Time, unemployment, and then FOMC meeting minutes at 1 o'clock. There is no press conference, so that'll help a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what the meeting minutes show and what the market's reaction is, just because of the last FOMC where we had this giant vol up day. We'll see if the market, if the FOMC has anything that, if they say the same thing, if the market reacts the same way, or how that is. So Wednesday, I'll probably trade a little bit smaller, or maybe not even trade in the afternoon. I might, what I intended to do this day and I didn't do, but I might just put on trades in the morning and close it before 1 o'clock, before the FOMC meeting minutes. So Thursday, there's no stock market, and then Friday morning, 7:30, looks like there's some non-farm unemployment change and unemployment rate. So high impact events Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. Monday's the only day where there's not a high impact event, but usually that means that Monday will have an outsized move, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday will be smooth sailing. It seems like it usually is the case. If you look at the ES today, we were at just over 1 million contracts traded. So on the lower end, the lightest of the week on this holiday week. And I think that's just because market was cruising higher today. So not a whole lot there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how next week goes. First week with the new account, I did successfully transfer over the LS10K, so I'll be at 50K on Monday, hopefully. So I'll be trading that normally, but yeah, if we look at the last week here, up 1790 on $40,000. That's a decent return on the account for the first week. So definitely we'll have some down days. Had 4 straight green days, so not going to expect that all the time, but it's a good start. So I'll go back to the activity tab in case you wanted to see. I do put on the put and the call side separately for that Iron Condor, but then that short put spread as well. Everything is 50 wide. I don't have my stops on here, but for the put and call side, it's 5x net, and for the short put spread in the afternoon, it's stop on the breach. So those were my stops. That's typically what I do. Pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions on that, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. None of what I do is financial advice. Options are risky, so it's all on you. I have my full disclaimer on my website if you're interested as well. Next week, also Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be looking to do a members live stream. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. It'll probably be like 5 minutes before the market opens. I'll start. But yeah, if you can make it, that'd be great. Ask some questions, hang out a little bit, and I'll be there. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.